There comes a time when we feel tired, when we start to wonder if all the affirmations, visualizations, and inner work are really doing anything at all. We question if the universe is even listening. But I want you to know today, your desires are heard, your intentions are seen, and your manifestations are already moving toward you. The universe works in silence, and often the signs appear before the final result does. Don't give up now. What you've been waiting for is closer than you think. When synchronicities begin to appear, it is one of the clearest signs that your manifestation is taking shape. These moments are not accidents or random happenings. They are the universe's way of communicating with you, showing you that your energy is aligning with your desire. Synchronicities are often described as meaningful coincidences, but when you are consciously manifesting, they are much more than that. They are guiding lights, little winks from the universe reminding you that your intention has been heard and is being woven into reality. Think about the times when you kept seeing the same repeating numbers everywhere. On a clock, on a receipt, on a car plate. You may brush it off as coincidence, but in truth, these numbers are vibrations aligning with your thought field. They are signals of reassurance. When you focus on something you deeply desire, the universe mirrors that focus back to you through signs and patterns. It is a language without words, a frequency that tells you stay steady. Your creation is in motion. Perhaps you've been visualizing abundance and suddenly you overhear strangers talking about unexpected wealth. Maybe you've been affirming love and suddenly songs, quotes, or movies about love cross your path in unusual ways. These are not meaningless encounters. They are messages designed to strengthen your belief, to hold you in the vibration of what you are calling in. Every synchronicity you notice is evidence that you and your manifestation are drawing closer together. Many people misunderstand the manifestation journey. They expect results to show up instantly, and when they don't, they grow discouraged. But manifestation is not always about the sudden arrival of your desire. It is about alignment. And alignment happens step by step. Synchronicities are like mile markers along the road, reassuring you that you are not lost, you are not forgotten, and you are not doing this in vain. They remind you to trust the invisible forces working in your favor. When you experience synchronicities, it is important to pause and acknowledge them. Too often, we dismiss them as mere chance, but the more you honor them, the more they appear. It's as though the universe responds to your awareness by sending you even more confirmation. So the next time you notice a sign, take a deep breath, smile, and say to yourself, I am in alignment. I am on the right path. This simple act of recognition magnifies the vibration of trust within you and accelerates the unfolding of your desire. You might also notice that synchronicities tend to appear most often when you are relaxed and not obsessing over your outcome. This is no accident. When you loosen your grip and stop forcing things, you become more open to receiving. You create a space where the universe can deliver guidance in gentle, natural ways. That's why those magical little coincidences often happen when you least expect them. While walking, reading, daydreaming, or even doing ordinary tasks, the universe speaks best when your mind is calm enough to listen. Let's imagine an example. Suppose you've been visualizing a new career path. You've been affirming daily, holding the vision of meaningful work. Then one day, while waiting in line for coffee, you overhear someone talking about a job opening in your field. Later that same day, an old friend messages you out of the blue, mentioning a company that happens to be hiring. These are not random happenings. They are synchronicities guiding you toward the very opportunities you've been calling in. If you are aware enough to recognize them, you will find that they open doors you never expected. The beauty of synchronicities is that they dissolve doubt. When you are tempted to believe that nothing is happening, the universe steps in with a sign that says, "Look closer." And if you choose to trust these signs instead of questioning them, you build the energy of faith. Faith is powerful. It bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. It allows you to stay patient even when the outer evidence is still forming. Remember, your thoughts, feelings, and energy are magnetic. The signs you see are not outside of you. They are reflections of what you are already becoming. Every synchronicity is a mirror showing you how aligned you are with your dream. The more open your heart becomes, the more of these divine signals will show up in your daily life. So don't dismiss the gentle nudges, the repeated numbers, the perfectly timed conversations. They are not small things. They are proof that your manifestation is unfolding in perfect order. Trust that the universe is guiding you, and let each synchronicity fuel your confidence. You are being reminded that your vision is real, your desire is valid, and your dream is not only possible, it is already on its way to you. When old blocks begin to surface, it can feel unsettling. You may start to wonder if everything is falling apart just when you thought you were moving closer to your manifestation. The truth is, this stage is not a setback. It is actually one of the most powerful confirmations that your manifestation is working when you set a clear intention and begin aligning with it. The universe has to clear away anything within you that doesn't match that intention. That means unresolved fears, limiting beliefs, and hidden doubts rise up to be healed. Think of it like cleaning out a closet. Before you can place something new inside, you have to pull out everything that no longer serves you. At first, it looks messy. Clothes are scattered everywhere. Old items you forgot you even owned are lying around, and for a moment it feels more chaotic than before. But this process is necessary, because by removing the old, you create space for the new. The same happens within your mind and spirit. When old blocks rise, they are not here to harm you, they are here to leave. You may notice patterns resurfacing from the past. Perhaps you are manifesting a loving relationship, but suddenly memories of heartbreak or betrayal begin to haunt you. Or you may be calling in financial abundance, but all at once. Feelings of unworthiness or fear of failure come bubbling up. These experiences can be uncomfortable, but they are signals that the old energy is being released so you can receive something greater. Instead of resisting them, allow yourself to acknowledge and heal them. It's important to understand that manifestation is not about ignoring your inner wounds. True creation requires alignment, and alignment can only happen when the blocks in your subconscious are dissolved. If you try to suppress these feelings, they will continue to live inside you, quietly shaping your reality. But when you face them, when you choose to feel and release them, you free yourself. That freedom is what allows your new desire to enter fully and stay. Imagine a person who is trying to manifest success but secretly believes they are not good enough. Every affirmation they speak is met with a hidden voice inside whispering, "You'll never make it." If that inner block isn't addressed, it will sabotage opportunities and create delays. This is why, during the manifestation journey, those limiting beliefs often rise up more strongly than ever before. They come to the surface so that you can see them clearly and decide once and for all. This is no longer my truth. That choice is the moment of liberation. During this stage, you may feel emotional swings, moments of doubt, fear, or even anger. That's okay. These emotions are not signs of failure. They are signs of release. They are the energy leaving your body, leaving your subconscious, leaving your life. The most powerful thing you can do is allow them to pass without judgment. Sit with the feelings, Breathe through them and affirm that you are safe to let them go. With every release, you become lighter, freer, and more aligned with your true self. It also helps to practice forgiveness, both for yourself and for others. Old blocks often carry the weight of the past, mistakes you made, times you were hurt, moments you wish had been different. Holding on to these stories keeps you tied to them. Forgiveness does not mean approval of what happened. It means choosing to no longer let it control you. When you forgive, you cut the cord to the old pain and open the space for new blessings. You may notice that once a block is released, life begins to flow more easily. Doors open, opportunities appear, and your energy feels clearer. This is because your vibration has shifted. You are no longer weighed down by what was holding you back, so you naturally rise into the frequency of your desire. What once felt far away suddenly begins to feel within reach. If you find yourself in a season where old blocks are surfacing, don't despair. Celebrate it. It means that you are growing, that your soul is making space for the very thing you asked for. Trust that the discomfort is temporary and that on the other side of it is the manifestation you've been waiting for. You are being purified, aligned, and prepared to receive something far more beautiful than what you are releasing. Every tear, every doubt, every old memory that rises up is not a punishment. It is a gift, a final cleansing before your breakthrough. You are shedding the old skin, stepping into a new identity, and becoming a vibrational match to your dream. This is progress, even if it doesn't always feel that way. So when old blocks surface, remind yourself, this is proof that your manifestation is working. It is not the end of the journey. It is the clearing of the path. You are not being tested. You are being transformed. And as you release the old, you step fully into the new, ready to receive the abundance. Love and joy have been waiting for you all along. There is a moment in the manifestation journey when the endless striving, the constant questioning, and the restless energy begin to quiet down. It's not that the desire has vanished, nor that you've stopped caring about it, but rather that something within you shifts. Instead of chasing or grasping, you find yourself resting in a calm knowing. This quiet sense of inner peace is one of the most powerful signs that your manifestation is working. It may seem subtle, almost ordinary, but it holds extraordinary meaning. When you first set an intention, it's natural to feel excited, even impatient. You visualize, affirm, and work on aligning your energy. At times, though, you may notice frustration creeping in, asking yourself, why hasn't it happened yet? That anxious energy creates resistance because it comes from fear and lack. But as you continue to grow and deepen in trust, you reach a state where you no longer need to control every detail. You begin to understand that the universe is taking care of the how and when. This surrender brings peace, and peace is proof that you are now aligned with the frequency of receiving. This inner calm doesn't mean you stop dreaming or taking action. It means you stop doubting. You stop the mental struggle that says, what if it doesn't work? Instead, you settle into a quiet confidence that says, it is already mine in the unseen, and I allow it to arrive in the seen. That confidence is not forced. It's natural, gentle, and deeply rooted. It feels like a soft exhale after holding your breath for too long. Many people mistake this peace for indifference, but it is the opposite. Indifference means you don't care anymore, but peace means you care enough to trust. It is the energy of knowing that what belongs to you cannot be taken from you. When you feel this sense of inner rest, you've released the tension that pushes things away, and you've opened yourself to the flow that brings things toward you. Think of it like planting a seed in the ground. At first, you may check it every day, worrying if it will sprout. But eventually you realize that the soil, the water, and the sun are doing their work, whether you watch it or not. You stop digging up the seed to see if it's growing, and instead you allow nature to unfold in its own timing. That moment of trust is peace. And in manifestation, it is in that peace that your desires sprout into reality. When you feel this calmness, you might notice that you no longer obsess about outcomes. Instead of checking your vision board every hour, you go about your day with lightness. You find joy in the present moment, appreciating what you already have while holding faith in what is on its way. That combination of gratitude and trust is magnetic. It draws your desire closer without effort. Another beautiful aspect of this peace is that it shifts your vibration. When you are anxious, you radiate worry. When you are desperate, you radiate lack. But when you are calm, you radiate trust and abundance. That frequency is irresistible to the universe. It communicates clearly that you are ready to receive because you have let go of fear. This peace also deepens your intuition. In a calm state, you are more likely to hear the quiet whispers of guidance that the universe sends. You may suddenly feel inspired to take a step, make a call, or explore a new idea. These nudges don't come from panic or pressure. They arise naturally and lead you closer to your manifestation. Peace is the ground where inspired action grows. You may also notice that this inner peace brings a sense of detachment. Detachment does not mean you don't want your manifestation anymore. It means you are not clinging to it in desperation. You have released the idea that your happiness depends on the outcome, and in doing so, you allow the outcome to come freely. Detachment is not cold. It is warm, spacious, and trusting. It says, I am whole whether this comes or not, but I know it will come because it already exists for me. The quiet sense of inner peace is often the final stage before manifestation appears in physical form. It is the signal that you have aligned so deeply with your desire that it no longer feels separate from you. You have already become the version of yourself who has it, and so you no longer chase it. You simply live as if it is done. That energy is the strongest magnet of all. So, if you find yourself in this place of peace, honor it. It means you have shifted from doubt to trust, from control to surrender, from lack to abundance. It is not the end of the journey. It is the moment where the journey transforms into arrival. In this calmness, you are no longer waiting, you are simply allowing. And in allowing, everything you have asked for can flow naturally into your life. This peace is not endlessful. Full of trust, full of quiet joy, full of the certainty that you are supported by forces greater than you can see. When you feel it, smile, breathe deeply, and remind yourself, this is the vibration of alignment. This is the state where miracles unfold effortlessly. The desire is already yours, and peace is the evidence. One of the most beautiful signs that your manifestation is working is the appearance of unexpected opportunities. These opportunities often come disguised as chance meetings, surprising conversations, or doors you never imagined would open. They don't always look exactly like your desire at first, but they are stepping stones, pathways created by the universe to lead you closer to what you have been calling in. The key is to remain open, flexible, and willing to see beyond your old limitations, because sometimes the universe delivers in ways far greater than what your mind originally planned. When you set a clear intention, you send out a powerful signal. That signal begins to rearrange circumstances, people, and events in your life. It may not unfold in the way you expect, but it always unfolds in the way that serves you best. An unexpected opportunity is often the universe's way of saying, I've heard your desire. Let me show you a route you never considered. If you are too rigid in your expectations, you might overlook it. But when you stay receptive, you begin to notice the golden threads weaving your life together in miraculous ways. Imagine you are manifesting financial abundance. You might think the only way it can arrive is through your job or a raise. But then someone introduces you to a side project, or you stumble upon an idea that sparks a new stream of income. That opportunity may not have been in your original plan, yet it is perfectly aligned with the vibration of abundance you have been cultivating. It is the universe expanding your vision and showing you more than what you asked for. Or perhaps you are calling in love. You might picture a very specific type of person, but instead you meet someone unexpectedly. Maybe through a mutual friend, at a gathering you weren't even planning to attend, or in a simple everyday moment. At first, they may not fit the exact image you held, but as you connect, you realize they embody the qualities you truly desired: kindness, respect, joy, and deep understanding. That encounter was orchestrated, timed perfectly to meet the energy you have been radiating. These unexpected opportunities are not random. They are responses to the energy you've been sending out. You may not see the full picture immediately, but every small opportunity is like a puzzle piece. Over time, they fit together, revealing the manifestation you've been waiting for. Trust that even if it doesn't make sense in the moment, the universe sees a wider view and knows the fastest, most graceful way to bring you what you desire. The challenge for many people is that these opportunities don't always look big. Sometimes they are small whispers, a chance to meet someone new, an invitation to an event, or a book that falls into your hands at the right time. The temptation is to dismiss them as irrelevant. But every great shift often begins with a single step. That small invitation might connect you to someone who opens doors for you later. That book might plant the seed of inspiration that transforms your life. Nothing is wasted. Everything has meaning. Another important thing to remember is that unexpected opportunities often require courage. They may push you outside of your comfort zone. They may ask you to take a leap of faith, to trust your intuition, or to step into something unfamiliar. This is why many people miss them. They cling to what feels safe, even if it no longer serves them. But manifestation is about expansion, and expansion always requires growth. When an opportunity presents itself, ask yourself, does this feel like alignment? Does it excite me? Even if it scares me a little. If the answer is yes, that may be the very door you've been waiting for. Opportunities also teach us about trust. You may not know why a certain door is opened, but you don't need to know the entire path. All you need is to recognize that it opened for a reason. When you walk through it, the next step appears. That's how the universe works, guiding you one step at a time, allowing the journey to unfold with grace. It is also worth noting that sometimes opportunities show up through challenges. What looks like a setback can actually be an opening in disguise. Losing a job may seem like failure at first, but it may be the push that leads you to your dream career. A relationship ending may feel painful, but it might create the space for the true love you've been manifesting. These moments remind us that opportunities are not always wrapped in shiny packages. They are sometimes hidden in what we resist most, waiting to reveal their gift when we are ready. When unexpected opportunities appear, the best thing you can do is say yes to life. Say yes to new connections, yes to growth, yes to stepping into the unknown with trust. The universe is not against you. It is for you, guiding you in every moment. Each opportunity is a sign that your manifestation is alive and active, shaping itself into your reality. So pay attention to the subtle doors opening around you. Notice the coincidences, the invitations, the inner nudges. They are not accidents. They are signals that your desire is on its way. Even if the path looks different than you imagined, trust that it is the perfect path for you. Stay open, stay courageous, and walk through the doors the universe places before you. What you seek is seeking you, and every unexpected opportunity is proof that it is drawing nearer every day. As you move closer to your manifestation, one of the clearest signs you'll notice is that your intuition begins to feel stronger. Intuition is that quiet inner voice, that sudden knowing without logic. That gentle nudge guiding you toward choices that align with your highest good. It's not loud or forceful, but it is steady, calm, and deeply wise. When your manifestation is working, you become more sensitive to this guidance. You find yourself drawn to people, places, and decisions that support your desire, almost as if something greater is gently leading you by the hand. At first, this inner guidance may feel subtle. It might appear as a sudden thought that says, call this person, or a feeling that you should take a different route home. It may come as a strong sense of comfort around a new opportunity, or, just as importantly, a sense of unease that warns you to step away. The more you trust these impressions, the stronger they become. This is the universe's way of keeping you in alignment, ensuring you don't miss the very doors it has opened for you. Intuition grows clearer when your energy shifts from fear into trust. Fear clouds the mind with doubt, but trust creates space for inner wisdom to shine through. As you continue practicing affirmations, visualizations, or meditations, you clear away the noise of old beliefs. This allows your inner guidance system to work more freely. You'll begin to notice that you just know when something feels right, even if you can't explain it. And when you follow that knowing, the results confirm that you are being guided all along. Imagine, for example, that you are manifesting a new job. You might find yourself scrolling through job postings and suddenly pausing at one that feels different from the rest. Maybe the role doesn't even fit your exact qualifications, but something inside whispers, this is the one. If you trust that nudge and apply, you may discover it leads you not only to a new career, but also to a network of people who open even more doors. That was your intuition guiding you, responding to the vibration you've been radiating. Or consider someone manifesting love. They may meet several people along the way, but their intuition keeps pointing them toward one specific connection. At first, it may not make logical sense. They might live in different cities or come from different backgrounds, but something about the energy feels aligned, peaceful, and right. When they follow that inner knowing, they discover the relationship they've been visualizing. This is the beauty of intuition. It bypasses the mind's doubts and points directly toward alignment. It's also important to remember that intuition doesn't always guide you toward immediate comfort. Sometimes it leads you into growth. You might feel nudged to take a step that feels risky or unfamiliar, and your logical mind might resist. But intuition has a wider view. It knows what you can't see yet. That discomfort is often a sign that you are being stretched into the version of yourself who is ready to receive the manifestation you've asked for. Trusting intuition means trusting that the universe has a plan beyond what your current perspective allows. You will also notice that as your intuition strengthens, coincidences and signs feel easier to interpret. You'll see a message, hear a phrase, or come across a book at the exact moment you need it. Instead of brushing it off, you'll feel in your spirit that it was meant for you. This sensitivity is not random. It's a reflection of how deeply connected you are becoming with your inner self and with the universal flow. The stronger your intuition grows, the smoother your manifestation journey feels, because you're no longer pushing against the current. You're flowing with it. Another beautiful gift of heightened intuition is the peace it brings. Decisions no longer feel heavy or overwhelming. Instead of overthinking, you begin to lean on your inner knowing. You realize that the answers have always been within you, waiting for you to trust them. This inner trust makes the journey lighter, calmer, and filled with more grace. It removes the frantic energy of needing to control and replaces it with the quiet assurance that you are always guided. If you want to strengthen this connection even more, practice listening daily. Spend a few quiet moments each morning tuning into your heart. Ask yourself, what feels aligned today? What am I being guided to do? Trust the first impressions that arise, even if they seem small. Over time, these small acts of trust build into a powerful relationship with your inner wisdom. You begin to see that the more you follow it, the more aligned your external world becomes. So when you notice your intuition sharpening, when you find yourself guided with ease toward the right choices, know this. It is a sign that your manifestation is already unfolding. The universe is speaking through you, nudging you forward step by step. You are not lost. You are not alone. You are being led with precision toward the very life you have envisioned. Trust it, lean into it, and allow that inner compass to carry you. For when your intuition grows strong, it is proof that your desire is not just on its way. It is already aligning with your path. One of the most encouraging signs that your manifestation is working is when you begin to notice small manifestations happening easily. These little moments are like gentle reminders from the universe, proof that your energy is shifting and your desires are aligning. They may not look like the big goal you've been holding in your heart, but they are powerful confirmations that you are creating from the inside out. When these small manifestations show up, they are not insignificant. They are evidence that the vibration you've been practicing is starting to ripple into your reality. Think about it like this. Before a tree grows tall and strong, it begins as a tiny sprout. You don't dismiss the sprout as unimportant. You celebrate it because it means life is already emerging. The same is true for your manifestations. When you start seeing little wins, finding unexpected money, receiving compliments, running into the right people, or experiencing effortless solutions to small problems, these are sprouts of your greater desire breaking through the surface. They are proof that the seed you planted is alive. At first, these moments may seem so ordinary that you almost overlook them. Maybe you've been affirming abundance, and suddenly you receive a discount at the store, or someone treats you to a meal. Maybe you've been visualizing love, and you notice more people smiling at you, striking up conversations, or giving you positive attention. These experiences are not coincidences. They are manifestations of the vibration you've been cultivating. The universe is showing you that it is responding to your energy. The more you acknowledge and appreciate these small signs, the more they multiply. Gratitude is like a magnet. It amplifies whatever you focus on. When you say, "Thank you, universe, for this gift," even if it feels small, you are affirming that you are ready for more. You train your mind to recognize abundance, connection, and alignment in all forms, and by doing so, you create a fertile ground for bigger manifestations to grow. It's also important to understand that small manifestations prepare you for the larger ones. They build your trust and strengthen your belief. If you doubt that your desire is possible, these little confirmations act as stepping stones, gently shifting your mind into faith. They prove that the laws of manifestation are real and that they are working for you. Each time something aligns effortlessly, your confidence grows. You move from questioning to knowing, from hoping to expecting. And expectation is the vibration that brings the biggest desires into form. Sometimes these small manifestations also act as practice. For example, if you're calling in financial abundance, you may start by attracting small sums of money, finding a few dollars, receiving an unexpected gift, or saving money in ways you didn't plan. These experiences teach you how to receive, how to celebrate, and how to hold the vibration of abundance. Once you become comfortable with that energy, larger amounts can flow in naturally because you've already trained your mind and emotions to receive without resistance. The same applies to love. Before meeting your ideal partner, you might notice strangers offering kindness, friends showing up for you, or moments of deep connection with people around you. These are small but powerful reflections of the love you've been affirming. They remind you that love is already present in your life and that your heart is ready to welcome even more. Small manifestations also help you notice how quickly your thoughts and feelings shape your world. You may think of someone and suddenly receive a message from them. You may imagine a situation going smoothly and then watch it unfold with ease. These little synchronicities reveal the power you hold and remind you that you are a co-creator with the universe. Once you see that you can create the small things, you begin to understand that the big things are just as possible. They simply require the same alignment, trust, and patience. When you notice these small manifestations, celebrate them fully. Don't dismiss them as not enough. Instead, see them as evidence that you are already walking in the energy of your desire. Let them strengthen your faith. Remind yourself that the universe always delivers in steps, not because it wants to withhold, because it wants to prepare you for lasting transformation. Every small win is a building block, laying the foundation for the larger reality you've been dreaming of. If you've ever doubted whether your manifestation is on its way, pay attention to these little signs. The free coffee, the unexpected compliment, the perfectly timed solution, they are whispers of the universe saying, "See, it's working." When you recognize them, you begin to trust more deeply. And when you trust, you relax. That relaxation is what allows the bigger manifestations to arrive without resistance. So, the next time you experience one of these small but magical moments, pause and give thanks. Say to yourself, "This is proof that I am aligned. This is evidence that my desire is real. More is on its way." Let those small manifestations remind you that the universe is listening, responding, and guiding you every step of the way. They may seem small, but they are the beginning of something big. With every little sign, you are being shown that your dream is not far away. It is already unfolding, piece by piece, right before your eyes.